So after putting on over 20 pounds in the last 7 months, it's time for me to cut. And in this video, I'm going to share the 5 things that I will be doing to shred as much weight as possible in the next 12 weeks. So let's go. So my goal on this cut is to get to 10 to 12% body fat in the next 12 weeks. I should say, however, this only works if you do not get fat on your bulk. This is very, very important. That's the first rule of bulking. Do not get fat. So if you are currently a little bit more overweight, it might take you longer to lose that weight. But at the end of the day, the same principles that I'm going to say in this video apply to you. If you do these 5 things, you will 100% get shredded by the end of this year. It's currently September, so we have about 4 months to go. You will lose a lot of weight in the next 4 months if you follow these 5 things that I'm going to say. So first things first, the first thing I'm doing to make sure that I'm going to lose as much fat as possible in the next 12 weeks is track absolutely everything. I am going to track everything. If you're not tracking, you're slacking. A surefire way to make sure that you'll be losing fat and not muscle is to track everything. Not only your food, so track your food, track your lifts, and track your sleep, track your steps. Track absolutely everything to make sure that you are on top of everything. The main reason you want to do this is because you want to make sure that you are hitting your targets every single day so you don't delay in your fat loss. Because if you are not tracking everything, it's going to take you that much longer to lose that fat. So make sure that you track everything. Start with your food. To make sure that you're in a calorie deficit, you have to track. Make sure that you are eating in a calorie deficit. If you don't know how to find your maintenance calories to calculate your calorie deficit, you can watch my video on how to find your maintenance calories. This video will explain everything you need to know how to calculate your calorie deficit. So track your food and track your weight every single morning. How will you know you're losing weight if you're not tracking your weight every single day? The main reason why you want to track your weight every single day is because weight loss is not linear. It's going to go up, it's going to go down, it's going to go up, it's going to go down. So you want to make sure that you track it every single day so that you get a weekly average. Because if you only choose one day to track your weight and say, okay, every Sunday I'm going to track my weight. Sometimes what happens is this Sunday your weight might be 70 kgs. Next Sunday your weight might be 72 kgs. And you might freak out because you are missing a lot of data points from Monday to Saturday. So you want to track your weight every single day, because what if that Saturday you just ate a little bit more carbs than usual, or you just didn't take a shit that Saturday and then Sunday your weight goes up, right? Any little thing can set off your weight. Your body is not a machine. Your body functions and it's different every single day. So you want to track your weight every single day to make sure that you get a weekly average on how your weight is moving. As long as your weight is going on a downward spiral, then you know that you are definitely losing weight. So track your weight every single morning. And the third thing you want to track, and it's very, very important, you need to track your workouts. If you are in a calorie deficit and you are losing weight, you need to make sure that weight is fat, not muscle. So how will you know that you are losing fat and not muscle? You will know if you keep your strength relatively the same. If you keep your strength high, or even better, you gain strength, then you most likely lost fat on your cut. If you notice your lifts start tanking the second you start cutting, then you know you are doing something wrong. You are not supposed to lose that much strength when you are losing weight. Losing strength is one indicator of losing muscle, although it's not always the case, but you want to make sure that your strength is relatively similar to what it was at the peak of your bulk. If you are bulking and you are benching 100 kgs for 10 reps, you want to at least still be able to lift 100 kgs for maybe 5-6 reps. You want to be in the same strength range. If your strength decreases by a little bit, that's okay, but you don't want to go from 100 kgs all the way down to like 80 kgs. That's too significant of a decrease in your strength. So you want to keep your strength very, very high if you are in a calorie deficit. So track your weight every single morning, track your food every single day, and track your lifts. Track your lifts. If your lifts are going up, that is fantastic. I am currently about 2 weeks into my cut right now. This is the 3rd week. And my strength is still going up, or is relatively the same. I have not lost strength at all since I started cutting. Now it's only 2 weeks in. Maybe in the 6th, 7th, 8th week, then I will start seeing some decreases. Decreases are very, very likely and they will happen. as long as they are not that significant. Losing like 5 kgs is not that bad. It's not that bad. Just make sure your strength is high, your weight is moving in the right direction, and you are hitting your calories and macros every single day. Second thing you want to do while you're in a calorie deficit is get most of your calories from whole foods, from healthy whole foods. Right now, all I'm eating is vegetables, a side of protein. Vegetables, protein. That's what you want to stick to. Your carbs should always come at the beginning of your workout and after your workout. And most of my carbs are coming from fruits and pre-workout. That's where pretty much all my carbs are. And they are right before my workout to make sure that I have energy for my workout. If you want to keep your strength high, you want to make sure that you're keeping your strength, you need energy for the workout. You need to be pushing as hard as you can on your workouts. And to do that, you need carbs. So it's very, very important to make sure that your calories are clean. I'm not saying you can't have anything like unclean, you can't have any, you can't have a cheat day here and there. But when you do those things, they are not as nutrient dense as whole foods. So you want to make sure that your foods are nutrient dense, because the more nutrient dense they are, it means you can eat a lot more food. High volume eating. Vegetables literally have no calories in them. They have minimal amount of calories, which means you can focus on your protein. You can pack as much protein as possible, and eat a lot more vegetables. And this will keep you full for a long ass time during the day. Right now, I'm eating about 1800 calories, almost 1900 calories. And I am not hungry at all. Like, I do not get hungry anymore. My first week of cutting, I did get hungry. Like, I actually was hungry. But right now, my body has adapted and I do not get hungry at all. I do have some tips and tricks that I use. If you want to get more information, just, follow me on my Instagram, follow me on my TikTok, because I always post the things I'm doing on my cut. So follow the journey over there if you want. The third thing that I am doing on this cut is increasing my protein. You need to increase your protein when you are in a calorie deficit. The main reason why you want to do this is just for a little bit of more insurance. You want to have a little bit more insurance that that you are packing on as much protein as possible, because protein is the building block of muscle. So if you don't want to lose your muscle, just a little bit more protein, just for extra security. That's one of the reasons why I am doing it. And also because protein keeps me full for a long time. If I have like my vegetables and I pack on a bunch of protein right next to them, I stay full for hours and I don't have to eat. And that means I can keep on track on my calorie deficit for as long as possible. I have not had a single cheat day in the last 3 weeks. And I'm eating the same foods every single day. I'm making sure I eat the same shit every single day. And so far I've been able to keep track of it. I have not binged, I have not gone crazy. I enjoy the foods I eat. That's also an important thing. Make sure that you enjoy the meals you eat every single day. Because if you enjoy them, then you are more likely to stick to them. So, increase your protein intake. Right now, I'm eating about 200 grams of protein every single day. The main reason for that is because I am not that much of a big dude. So for me, 200 grams is over 1 gram per pound of body weight for me. But if you are a bigger dude, you might want to go to like 250 grams of protein a day. Now, this is just for insurance. It is not needed. If you don't want to eat that much protein, you don't have to. I'm just trying to be a little bit more safe, a little bit more cautious to keep the little muscle that I do have, right? So increase your protein intake. It will keep you full for a long time, and it serves as an insurance for your muscle to make sure that you keep as much muscle as possible. The fourth thing that I do that I mentioned already is I get carbs in right before my workout. It's very, very important. Carbs are not the enemy. You can eat carbs while you're on your fat loss journey. There are no such thing as bad foods. So right before my workout, as I said, I get some carbs in and I make sure that I am properly fueled for my workout. So you want to just make sure that before you work out, get carbs in. After your workout, get carbs in. And for me, that's the total of my carbs for the day. They mainly come from fruits, right? I'm eating as healthy as I possibly can, just to make sure I have enough energy and I don't waste calories. Because the thing about unhealthy foods is they are so delicious, but they are not nutrient dense. So you get hungry a lot quicker while you eat those. So that's why I'm focusing on fruits, vegetables, and protein. Focus on those three: fruits, vegetables, protein. Every single day. I eat a fuck ton of vegetables. I'm not gonna lie to you. I eat a lot of vegetables and a lot of fruits every single day. And also drink your water, of course. Make sure you're properly hydrated during your workout, after your workout, during the day. Just get hydrated, drink water, You'll be great. And the last thing I'm doing to make sure that I'm losing fat as quickly as possible is including cardio. Now, right now at this very moment, I am not doing any cardio. The reason for that is because I just came from peak bulk. I do not need cardio at the beginning of my cut because I have so much water and so much energy that just being in a deficit will make me lose weight. So far from my peak bulk of 70 kgs, I am currently at 67 kgs. I've lost 3 kgs in the last 2 weeks. And most of that weight is water weight. I do know that. It's not all fat. And I have not even done a single speck of cardio. Now, you want to include cardio later. Once you notice that your weight loss has plateaued a little bit, then you include cardio instead of going to your food. So first, start with food. Decrease the amount of food you're eating to make sure that you're in a calorie deficit. After you notice that your calorie deficit is not working anymore, now you want to increase your activity levels and keep your calories the same. Because right now, my body is used to the calories I'm eating right now. I don't get hungry, I don't binge, so I am at a sweet spot right now. So instead of going insane and just decreasing my calories even further, when my weight loss starts plateauing, I'm just gonna increase my activity. I'm gonna increase my steps from 10,000 to maybe 15,000 a day. And I'm gonna include cardio every other day. So I don't have to start going balls to the walls immediately. That is a quick, surefire way to burn out. While yes, my goal is to lose a lot of weight in 12 weeks, but 12 weeks is still a long time. This is still the first month of my cut. So maybe in the second month, I'll start including cardio. You don't have to start going balls to the walls on everything to lose weight. You want to start small, get used to the little changes, then add more changes. Get used to those changes, add more changes. You want to progressively overload on your weight loss journey, not just on the lifts themselves, but on how you do your cardio, how you decrease your food, how you actually set up the whole thing. You want to progressively overload yourself on that process. Because if you just start from 0 and you go to 100 right at the beginning, you are more likely to burn out. You're going to be so hungry, you're going to be so tired, and it will just get you demotivated because it will be too much too soon. So these are the 5 things that I am doing to make sure that I'm losing as much fat as possible in the next 12 weeks. I hope this video was helpful. If you liked it, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.